All right, and we're live. Hi out there. As usual, we're here Sunday. We're a bit late. We were trying to wait for one of our other people, Jolly Yellow. He's currently having computer issues, so hopefully he will join us shortly. But if you haven't seen before, or if you have, as usual, I'm Bishi, and tonight I'm joined by someone.
Hi, it's me, Maverick.
Alkamori.
She's back!
Toriko. Yeah, I'm alive, sort of.
And Sizo Grim, also known as guest host Josh.
Guest host Josh.
Yay! Okay, so we have a lot to cover tonight. So we want to go ahead and get started on the first topic.
Yes.
All right, Mav, take it away.
All right. So as you know, if you play a lot of video games or know what Steam is, their summer sales was from the entire month of June, pretty much, up to the end of July, pretty much, or up till the beginning of July. And good Lord, there was a lot of good stuff on sale.
So much good stuff.
There was a lot of things on flash sales, which only last for about maybe like 6 hours.
6 to 8 hours, yeah.
8 hours. There was a lot of big name games that were on sale. I got a big haul this time around. If you didn't pick up Payday 2, why did you not pick it up? You see how much fun we have. That thing was on sale from up to $4 just for the core game and not the DLC.
I mean, the DLC was 99 cents each. I picked up some. I won't lie.
For what I got, I ended up getting Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, the entire collection. Let's see what else. I got Dragon Age Origins, the Ultimate Edition. I picked up Skyrim, the whole Far Cry series, with DLC included. State of Decay, Tomb Raider, which I will be streaming, and The Wolf Among Us, which, thank God, the last chapter comes out this Tuesday. So once that comes out, I will be able and will play through all of them for you guys on the Twitch. What did you get, Bishi, if you got anything?
I did actually pick up one thing because it was like $3. I actually picked up Nether. It looked really interesting. So I thought I'd try that out. It's like this post-apocalyptic sort of survival thing. It's really kind of... it seems cool. I haven't tried it yet, but...
What was the name of it?
Nether.
Nether. Oh yes.
First-person Urval survival experience in a post-apocalyptic world. You join it's like massively PvP and PvE.
Check the chat real quick.
Okay.
Grim, what did you get? If you got anything.
Let's see. I got Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition. It was like $10 and came with all of the DLC and all the fixins. It was a good buy. A lot of my friends also picked it up, so we started playing it together. I got Battle Block Theater, Castle Crashers, just a whole bunch of really fun multiplayer games that a lot of my friends had also picked up.
Castle Crashers.
Castle Crashers. I also got a lot of the Payday 2 DLC, mostly because I started playing it a lot recently. Because I also found out all my friends picked it up because it was like $5. So that's about it.
And the other two have been in seclusion, away from people. So
Yeah,
I got
time to play anything.
but it's okay. We're all having to be adults. So
Yeah.
what else do we have here? Oh, also, guess host Josh, you do have a comment. Vicky says the lion mane is gone. Looking good though.
Yeah, it's my return to society. Lion mane's gone.
Oh Lord. Let's see. Hopefully this will work. Waiting for let's see if Jolly Yellow can pop in before we keep going.
Get your bitch ass in here, Jolly Yellow, cuz things. Motherfucker, he is the only person we just had a friend kind of come back, and he's the only person I can geek out about with it, so. Yeah.
We do have a lot of good things to talk to you guys about, though.
Did we just want to go ahead and
Yeah.
start on the next one, and
Yeah,
then
start on the
when
next
he
one.
comes in, we can go back?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for those that did not see the news or anything, there was what was it, columnist, basically.
Let me look.
Trying to remember exactly.
It was a column. It was like one of those little weird side pages of stuff. Yeah, Bleeding Cool. It was on bleedingcool.com.
Yeah, and she was a columnist. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ms. Caramel Vixen.
Yeah. And well, for lack of a better term, debacle with her at
Special Edition New York City.
yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, this whole thing that I'm just like, wow, you guys really backtracked and ate some crow on this one.
Who posted about it?
So who wants to talk about it?
Well, I guess this is one of the things that I did end up seeing, but I just couldn't understand, like, where these complaints were coming from that the staff were bringing up to this girl. Because when I saw the pictures, yeah, she was wearing a mini skirt, but everything was covered. She wasn't wearing any sort of, overly revealing shirt or anything like that. Like, were people just uncomfortable with the fact it was a larger girl in fishnets, or?
Probably.
I saw literally nothing that would, raise a complaint, like, at a normal con setting. So maybe it was the staff themselves who are uncomfortable. Like, maybe it was some closed-minded staff member, because I can't picture the typical con goer complaining about something like this.
Yeah.
Not complaining to the staff, but that is usually the kind of thing that gets, named and shamed on the internet because people are assholes.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Yeah, people are assholes, and they're
Like, I can
also
picture this
more
popping
assholes
up
when they're
on board
anonymous.
from other con attendees, but not complaining to the staff.
Oh, so Jolly Yellow actually posted in the comments with what he got from the Steam sale, so taking a quick diversion back. Papers, Please, Arkham Origins, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, Metal Slug 3, Psychonauts, Sign Mora, Sleeping Dogs, and Strikes. What?
Jaya, say something.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I was just waiting for a moment to get in.
Okay.
Stop.
I'm picking up loud and clear.
Okay. So what you missed?
I'm here now. That's all.
He's running on CPT time. Okay.
Yeah,
all of us run on.
To quote Four Rooms, let us beleaguer the fact that I am late. All that matters is that I am here.
Yep.
Dropping knowledge. So right now, Jaya, we're talking about the whole special edition little debacle about the miniskirt thing.
Oh, the woman from the Bleeding Heart article. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me a little angry on the inside.
Especially when it's one of those, you're giving a coupon for a free T-shirt and pint glass.
I don't know, maybe it's me, but that's kind of like, you go to a restaurant, you eat your meal, you get food poisoning, and as compensation, they give you a certificate back to that same restaurant.
Actually, no, it would just be a gift certificate for a free dessert.
Yeah.
At the same restaurant, they'll just give you food poisoning, but sure.
Right.
Yeah. Um.
I mean, this is probably the kind of thing that has been going on at conventions and just hasn't gotten reported about because there was such a fast reaction on this because she does have such a media presence and was live tweeting about it while it was going on. So, again, I wouldn't be surprised if this kind of con harassment has just gone under the radar and they just had to backpedal really quickly because this one got very public very quickly.
Hmm.
In short, they messed with the wrong one.
In short, this is bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullying, and they've messed around and bullied somebody that refused to stay quiet about it.
This literally is depressing because this kind of bullying does go on forever, and it doesn't get reported. And it's like, oh, you reported and people know. Now we have to like give you some small little thing as an apology. It's very.
Were they giving her a fucking T-shirt?
That's just. It's disgusting.
They gave her a coupon for a free T-shirt and a free tumbler.
It's disgusting on a moral level. Like
Disgusting. That is pretty much it.
It's like hush money. It's pretty much hush money. Please go away.
it's not even good hush money. It's like we kidnapped you and threw you in the basement because we thought you did something wrong. Then we catch the real guy and we're like, oh well, here's a sticker. It's a smelly sticker. If you scratch it, it smells like cherries.
And freedom.
It's sad.
Alright. So.
Tell me a lion. Tell me a lion there, Vichy.
Something to say about that?
Oh God.
You just don't want to be in front of the camera.
Oh,
You got something like that?
jeez. Yeah, I would say that, but then
No, I'm gonna get killed by fangirls if I say that. So no.
Cares.
No, you
Look,
won't.
bun cake.
Alright. So, okay, since, it's summertime, and a lot of anime is starting to come out, a lot of newer ones. This one came out of nowhere, because I didn't think this would even happen. Netflix actually introduced their first original anime series called Knights of Sidonia. If I pronounced that right.
Yeah. If I'm remembering correctly, it's that Netflix has the American release of it. Because I know otherwise we're going to get into that argument. So, yes, we know. Somebody else had the Japanese release. It's a Netflix original because they own the American release. Okay, ready, go.
So yeah, they're kind of pulling a Cartoon Network. You know how they'll bring rights over our Funimation. Netflix is now getting into it, and it's kind of interesting. I guess they're trying to establish themselves as a network now by bringing things from foreign nations, and I kind of like that they're trying to do something. Whether or not this one particular show is good or not, I like the idea that they're trying to establish themselves as a viable network, even though they're only online.
Yeah. And they have more than just, it's not like other non-anime original series that are doing well, and people are, yeah, Orange is New Black is mine. And there are a lot of people now use Netflix, like a lot actually. You can have it on your phones, tablets, anywhere you got data, you can use it.
Yeah, and I know, well, Netflix kind of, I feel like they needed to make that move into becoming a more, I guess, TV network type of internet service, because most people I know, when they're getting a new apartment, they don't even want a cable subscription anymore. They're okay with just Netflix. So, I mean, I feel like Netflix made the right move by kind of stepping into that, because most people are replacing cable with them anyway.
And if you go and look at, Netflix has a very large selection of anime, like with both audio, like English dub and original audio. Heck, a few days after Kill la Kill ended, it was on Netflix.
yeah.
It was on Netflix. I was very surprised. But then also, all of you go watch.
They know what customers to reach for. They know that's a hot anime title. Go ahead and get it.
Yep.
But
I did around me.
As for Knights of Sidonia, I watched the first episode. It's okay. I like mech series, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give my 3-episode test, like I always do all shows, and we'll see from there. And then I'll let you guys know how I personally completely feel about it next show. Other than that, that's all I got on that. If you want to look at it, I'll post the trailer for it after the show, so you can look at the trailer. And if you have Netflix, go check it out.
Watched the first episode a while ago. I personally enjoyed it. I'll probably stick it around for a little while to see where it goes.
All right.
I haven't checked it out yet, to be perfectly honest. I've been wasting time on YouTube.
Mecha. I mean, I'm biased, so.
You don't like giant robots.
There was nothing wrong with Star Driver.
Yup.
No, alright, those are sparkly giant robots, fine.
And then Gurren Lagann is a giant robot with a bunch of drills inside another giant robot, inside a bigger giant robot that can destroy a universe.
I can't believe how long it's been since that was first released.
And
They're
it's still
actually-
good.
Aren't they planning on doing like a remake, reboot, whatever thing with Gurren Lagann?
They should. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully it'll be good.
It was
And
fine to begin with. Why are you going to try and fuck it up?
I have faith in some of the anime this year, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
I would
That's
like
true.
to see. Actually, there are a few things in my head. I would like to see Simone and what's your guy's name from Star Driver? I can't remember his real name.
Oh, Takuto?
Both of them pilot one mech at once. Just
God.
combined. Now kiss and make a big giant sparkly baby.
It would be a giant sparkly drill.
Yes.
Good lord.
Guys, okay, alright, no. Omake Ikuze is not gonna write a crossover Yaoi Dojin over here.
First of all,
You're
it wasn't.
not.
Sounds like you're right.
Weird. You made it weird. All it is a
I
crossover
didn't make it
episode.
weird.
All you do is make it a crossover episode, then everyone goes home. Like, that's it. Nothing goes in nothing, everyone goes home. That's it.
Yeah, Furikyo, I think you just made it weird by mentioning.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
He said, now kiss.
Talk about the robots.
But they didn't have those thoughts
So
yet.
he wants robot Yaoi Dojin.
Don't want that!
Oh, Lord.
So you're a gay robot.
Yes. Oh.
Giant gay robot.
They have, I think that was from Red vs. Blue, if I'm correct,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Yes, it was.
I actually got season 1 on Netflix.
Really?
Now. Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah, just only season 1 of it, but, you know.
I know what I'm gonna be watching while I'm studying for the next little while.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And speaking of newer, sparkly things, we, as you know, a lot of us are from the North Carolina area.
All of us are from the North Carolina area.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of us are not living in the North Carolina area at the moment.
Nah, I jumped ship to Florida.
So,
Okay.
next year, from March 13th to March 15th, there will be a Wizard World Comic Con in Raleigh. And this is the first time they're doing it.
No.
Did you just say no?
He just said no.
What time
No.
of year did you say it was?
Why? What?
What time of year?
Next
March.
year. March
15th.
13th through the 15th.
13th through 15th.
It might get overrun by animazement if you do it like
March.
that.
March, not May.
March.
No, I know that, but
The
still.
third month.
Like, some people
Not the
only
fifth.
do
But
Yeah.
but she's probably talking about in terms of budgeting. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
can you afford to go to 2 cons like that back to back so close together? I guess that's what she's saying.
I don't know. I've done Katsukon, Triad, and
Yeah. And
you know.
I guess it'll bring. I'm okay with it because it'll bring, a lot of people. It'll bring a lot of those other people that only go to Wizard World cons
Yeah.
and down to the area to see. Oh, this place is pretty neat, and there's a lot of things around here. Wait, there's another con here.
I was going to
Later,
say,
like a few months more.
if
that
Van
increases-
Facebook is on their P's and Q's, they'll try to get in and do some marketing at Comic Con and try to, hey, we got another con in just a few more months. Comic-Con?
I mean, I guess it would help raise their numbers too if they promote it well enough. And
It just gives an excuse for sci-fi to make their way there.
that's what his problem is. That's what he's worried about.
Yeah,
He's
we
worried.
don't need heroes of cosplay at Animazement.
I don't think they would actually come down this way.
Animatement's too small.
No, he's talking about Wizard
It
World.
really is.
He's talking about Wizard
Well,
World.
I know.
I
But
think Heroes of Cosplay would think that, yeah, North Carolina is too small of a scene. They think we'd be beneath appearing.
Oh no.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I would not put it past them.
I wouldn't anymore. They're trying to milk this series to the very end.
Mrrr.
Oh, no.
Moo?
Milk that cash cow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Heroes of Cosplay is a work in progress. Maybe they'll eventually, after enough years, they'll get it to something workable.
No.
No.
I mean, hey, they got a little gender diversity this time. They can't fix everything at once, Bishi. Maybe next year they'll get, more non-white people, and then next year they'll get, they'll start diversifying even more.
Oh, you
and
mean
then
season
eventually-
5?
Yeah.
You mean season 5 when there's season 5 where there's a black person?
Should we just jump to the Heroes of Cosplay thing since we're on
Season
the
number
topic?
10. Season number 10, the first season without an asshole.
No, they
Yes.
have no show.
In Posse Brew.
No, I mean
Say
no
more.
asshole as a producer.
Oh yeah.
And yes, Riku, I think we just transitioned into
Yeah.
Heroes of Cosplay.
So the
I'll put that one up.
Let's go back to the Wizard World.
nope, too late.
Too late.
Too late. So there were a whole bunch of blog posts about Heroes of Cosplay's appearance at the name of the convention
Orleans.
just fell right.
It was
yeah,
it was
New Orleans.
Wizard World New Orleans, I
It
think.
was New Orleans. Okay, I thought it was Wizard World. Okay, so in case you were wondering whether or not the cosplay contests were fixed, yup, don't worry, they're being fixed.
Yes,
And
yes.
the way they treated all the other cosplayers there was with just some massive disrespect. I mean, I'm not the kind of person to enter into a cosplay contest in the first place, even if I have a costume that I really like, and it's this kind of shit that keeps me out of it, you know?
Same.
Like, okay, they were taking pictures of the Heroes of Cosplay people marked as the winners before the contest even happened. Let's start with that one. Alright. Fuck these guys. Just fuck these guys.
It's a reality show. Everything is set up for quote unquote good TV, and I disagree with what they define as good TV. I would have liked to see them, instead of being stuck up and on their high horse, like actually being around other normal cosplayers to show that it's not
Just about fame.
it's not just about fame. There's other parts. There's real people. I would have loved to see some of the Heroes of Cosplay people win, and then most of them lose because they weren't good enough, and that's okay because that shows you can always improve, and it would showcase these other people who aren't big names, and it could serve to sort of get them bigger, make them feel better about themselves instead of coming in with your camera crew and being obnoxious and cutting in line and making an ass out of yourself.
And forking over a big wad of cash or a good blowjob to Wizard World.
Hey, shots fired.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. And here's the thing with that, and two of the people there, Holly and Jessica Crabcat Studios Industries, or whatever you want to call it, does great work. They do great work. Holly and Jessica do great work. She also has a YouTube channel as well where she talks about the stuff that she does, and she recently talked about Heroes of Cosplay and the fact that someone asked her questions like, "Do you guys really film everything ahead of time?" It's like, no, the producers actually make us wait 5 days before the convention. Like, we already pre-reg and all that stuff to get the tickets and whatnot, but they make us wait 5 days before the con to actually do the costume. that's the only thing real about the actual shows that makes them wait that long.
That is so inauthentic or
Well,
unauthentic. I would say it.
let's not forget the fact that the contest lasted for like 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I wish the only ones of this season that I actually liked was one Miggy Jagger. He was the one who did Black War Greymon. He made that sucker in his backyard. Like he actually showed you him making it and whatnot. And the guy, I can't remember his name, but he was the mannequin from Silent Hill. Like he did.
Oh yeah, the younger guy. I think.
Yeah.
Carl, I think his name is something like that. I don't know.
But he made the mannequin from Silent Hill. Like he did every piece himself, and it was a very big cosplay, and it was a lot of work to get him in there and get him out. He didn't, but neither of those won anything when it was their episode. But if you go and look up Mickey Jagger, he has other great stuff that he's done. He's done Pacific Rim cosplay, not the actual robot, but the actual suit, the Jaeger pilot suit, and some other things as well. It's just there's a lot of good cosplays that are shown during the contest that me and my friends here have watched it, have sat there and said they should have won. Like the craftsmanship was amazing on it was one of the Warhammer soldiers. Thankfully that one won because I was gonna get real upset if that didn't win. Real upset. Because those costumes were very, very hard to make. What else was there? But do you think how long do you think Heroes of Cosplay will actually be on the air?
How long do I think, or how long do I want?
How long you want? It should have never had a season at all. Like it shouldn't have been created. But how long do you think it'll last?
I was shocked it even got renewed for a second season, so who knows? Like, there's got to be somebody obviously supporting it, you know?
I don't know if it's so much people actually supporting it, so much as the Jerry Springer effect of people tuning in to watch a train wreck.
That's true. I wouldn't even do that with this. Like, I tried watching half of season 1, and it just pissed me off.
Well, one thing that makes it is probably going to allow it to last a very long time is that even for all they're going to make people wait until 5 days before, they take photos of people and declare winners before the contest happens, is that reality TV is very cheap to produce. That's the problem. Reality TV is disgustingly cheap to produce, and when it compares to the turnout, like you take a sci-fi show like the Battlestar Galactica run from like 2003. Part of the reason that show ended up getting canceled or ending was because its budget was considered the budget was too big for the crowd that it was pulling in terms of watch numbers or viewer numbers. But reality TV shows real cheap to produce, and you get a big turnout. Like look at Survivor. Like, how much does it cost to do Survivor? There's no special effects.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why?
Well,
why?
let's not even look at like say Survivor. None of like the game reality shows.
Jersey Shore.
Housewives, yes, real housewife shows. It was like 15
Now
minutes.
I would watch the Real Housewives of Steelport.
Why? Everyone's fucking the same dude.
Just so I could count the number of explosions per episode.
Actually, I wouldn't pay. Well, no, it was funny.
Because of that, it's going to last longer than we want it to because it's reality TV, very cheap to produce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Vicky here. I'm going to go probably at least 3, maybe even 4 more seasons, but hopefully it will evolve into a decent show. Like I was joking before, I would seriously like to get more diverse cosplayers. Fan reaction at those cons eventually turns a little bit better. The Heroes of Cosplay makers end up forming an actual relationship with cosplay communities in certain areas of the show actually gets better, and then you can look back and say, oh my god, that was a shitty show back in season 1. But look how good it is now, or something like that. Hopefully it will evolve.
Because they never really interact with anybody else. They always sit together, which I understand about reality TV. It's like, oh yeah, what's this cosplay about? Or da da da. And it's pretty much a measuring contest. every time between both of them. Even if it is scripted, you can tell that there's actual hate between some of them. Not saying who, but there's actual hate in those words.
And I'm almost convinced the show is just a commercial for Yaya Han anyway. So,
It is.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
commercial for him. Which means you probably won't see any other large-time cosplayers get as much, screen time as she gets on the show.
You know, I think it would be incredibly interesting if they shifted the focus of the show less upon the big names, but what if they did sort of a, like, I don't know, I watch too many cooking shows, but like a celebrity cook-off where it's like you've got your big famous names, and then they take someone who's like a nobody and help them. I think that'd be kind of cool. I might watch it if it was less annoying.
It sounds like what NXT used to be like. If wrestling fans, that was how NXT, its upcoming rising stars, took them under their wings and they fought.
Not to mention, am I actually one of the only ones that just finds it absolutely hilarious that this whole post that we found basically showed some of Yaya's true colors as far as the cross-playing thing.
As far as
I think I missed this part. What?
So
Twitch?
It's not bad. Oh, it's upstairs.
let's see. It was the first number 3. It was the number 3 encounters on the convention floor thing.
Oh, is that the one about the guy who was trying to make conversation, but she kept
He kept trying to make conversation. He had done this before, being a fellow vendor and everything. And then what was it? One of his friends pulled off what he said a very convincing male costume, but didn't disguise her voice, and she pulled a complete 180 from polite to acting like you don't exist.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
Yaya's actually a bitch in real life, guys.
See, I keep
How
hearing.
many of you guys have met her besides me, though?
Exactly. Like that's.
I'm going
Because,
off of what...
I hear all these stories and stuff. Like, I'm sure a lot of these bloggers who are like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry to Tumblr, she was so mean. We're probably, like, squealing little weeaboos running up to her, like...
Yeah.
Not
That's the best
my...
Yeah, like, she was so nice and approachable 3 times that I've gone up to
Okay.
her.
I met her at AWA. I talked to her a little bit while I was in Takuto, and she was fine. And it's one of those, you need to see my cosplay tomorrow, and she's like, all right, bring it by, I want to see it. And so I brought it. I went back tomorrow. I went back the next day as Bridget, and she was just like, she had this look of, who the fuck are you? I'm just like, wow, fuck you.
Yeah.
With mine,
Yeah,
a
it's like-
friend of mine. It's a friend of mine who's really a really good cosplayer. She met her on several occasions, and one of them was during one in Baltimore, like last year when she was Feora, and was doing Heroes of Cosplay. She had a meltdown with some of the cosplayers who were like taking pictures where she needed to be. Was like, I need this spot. I was like, well, we're finished up. No, I need it now so I can do my shoot now, and had a meltdown on them. And she's seen this on several occasions just from afar, just like, wow, okay then, not talking to you,
Yeah.
not dealing with you ever.
And that is not the kind of behavior people should be receiving from the so-called ambassador of cosplay.
Or queen.
Or queen of cosplay.
Self-professed.
So, yeah, whatever she calls herself is, ambassador, queen, whatever. That's just disgusting behavior.
On every part. But, hell, who knows? Maybe things will get better in this show. Now, next topic. which is also another. Oh God, Jesus, Jaleel, you posted this one, so you go ahead and get this one.
All right, let me get back to it. Let's see.
Hearthstone.
Oh, Hearthstone. Okay. Yeah.
I know. Grim and a few of his friends play this game, so
Yeah.
Now, I personally, I don't even play Hearthstone myself, and I had to go, do a quick lookup on what the game was. But yeah, apparently there's a major Hearthstone tournament going on in Finland, I believe so. And it's supposed to be all about esports and everything like that. But apparently the main competition though is only open to male Finnish players. So that's causing a whole question of why are you going to limit it to women when it's basically limit it and exclude women from it when it's basically just a video game contest? So that's causing some buzz and people are like, why would you do this? Why would you do that? And honestly, I think they have a point. Why bother dividing by men and women on a video game? I mean, there's no difference. This isn't hockey. This isn't football. Why do the divide?
Not to mention it was completely different games, but at the moment, just one moment because we had someone in the Q&A. Yeah, Christina, we are talking Yaya. If you want to put in some of your own input in the Q&A, we'll get to that as well, but just wanted to go ahead and say that. But yeah, for the different things, for this tournament, it even had different games. The male competition was Dota 2, StarCraft 2, Hearthstone, and Ultra Street Fighter 4, where the female competition was StarCraft 2 and Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
I know some really good Street Fighter players that are female that have the dexterity of a monkey. I don't understand. I don't understand how they could do those combos easily.
Yeah, one of to this day, one of the most brutal beatdowns I ever caught in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was by a woman, and oh my God, it's like people shouldn't get beat like that, but that's how she was.
And when I was reading this article, what I saw they were trying to use as an excuse is, oh, by having a female-only separate tournament, we're going to promote female gamers, and it's like, wait a second, so.
Oh God.
I mean, what's wrong with a female going in and doing well in a co-ed tournament that doesn't promote female gaming?
And one of the
that
things
was what their excuse was, and I'm.
Yeah, to promote it's quote, the decision to divide male and female competitions was made in accordance with international sports authorities as part of our effort to promote esports as a legitimate sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry.
But
If people playing a game can't handle being emasculated by someone who might be a woman, you don't need to be playing the fucking game.
No, you don't. Like,
my question in all this is it
as Jen just put in the comments, I can answer the reason for the difference. Guys are still upset when they get beaten by female gamers. Okay, so what? You what? So you can't call them gay because you enjoy that porn?
A part of me is starting to wonder about this, though, because, I mean, yeah, there are some stupid, immature guys out there that will act like that. But at the same time, I'm just not convinced that there are that many guys whose egos are that fragile. I'm just having a hard time believing that. Because, just in my days as a gamer, for the most part, the vast majority of guys have just been like, hey, bring your game. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I don't care who won. I don't care who beat me. It's just I got beat. That's all that matters.
When you have the wrath of a raging demon hit on you 6 separate times in a match where you can't guard it, it's very nerve-settling and unsettling in your soul. It hurt. It hurt bad, but I learned how to use Akuma better because of her. But
I've got two things. One, this was in Finland, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And two, it was, and their excuse was to make esports, gaming, video games and stuff, more of a professional sport, right? That was okay. So I guess in order to make it look like a legitimate sport, we have to be sexist. We have to categorize. We have to get on our little treehouse and hang the little "No Girls Allowed" sign, which is complete bullshit. I mean, I'm I'm a video gamer. I love video games. I have an older sister, and yes, she beat the ever-living shit out of me almost every video game I played. Just bludgeoned me to death. Mario Party? No, not in this family. and and I have mad respect for female gamers because I have a friend. She games with me. We play League of Legends all the time. She's awesome, and I don't understand the whole concept of why can't a girl play a video game with me? I guess some men are like, oh, if I beat them, I feel bad because I beat. No, you shouldn't feel bad. Why do you feel bad? They're just as capable as you in the video game world. All you're doing is hitting a button. It doesn't matter how old you are. My grandpa can hit a button. My little brother can hit a button. My dog can hit a button if I train him. So why is it that as a man hitting a button versus another man hitting a button, I feel sustained, like, oh yes, the competition, perfect. But when we change the sex of the other person, it's now a man versus a woman playing a game of hitting the button. Now it's, oh, maybe I should take it easy. No, it's a competition.
You are weak. if a woman beats you,
okay,
you are weak.
Jolly Yellow, one of the things that you were saying, okay, I have heard it firsthand, because I've watched Jen beat the ever-loving snot out of people at racing games. And they feel the need to be even more vicious, stupid, and complete assholes on voice chat if they get beat by a chick.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. Oh, I don't deny that it happens. It's, to me, this is not that serious. I mean,
it shouldn't be, but it's one of those things of, okay, if you are not that, if you are not that, I guess, confident in your skill and abilities, that you don't want to play against everyone, you want to pick and choose, then you don't need to be playing.
You're not a good competitor.
When I'm playing a game that I'm supposedly like on the competition level, I want the best.
Yeah.
If you bring a woman to my table, I'm going to assume that she is the best, and I'm going to prove myself. That I'm going to game so hard. And if she cries, I'll probably feel bad, but I'll know that, hey, I beat some guys, and when they cry, I feel bad. Like, don't cry, it's a video game. But
that jiggly.
Oh god, that makes everyone cry. But when I'm gaming on a competitive level, I'm competing, meaning that it doesn't matter who sits in front of me and I'm competing against. They are faceless. They are only the enemy, and my objective is to win. And if they beat me, then I am humbled by that defeat, and I shake their hand, and they carry on my glory to the next round. They better not lose. If you beat me, you better not lose.
If I don't win, I should at least be able to say I got beat by the best.
Exactly. I got beat by someone who's better than me. There is no shame in that. Maybe I'm just Asian.
Now we will say Kotaku went and revised the article. Apparently the backlash from this was so much that they allowed everyone to be able to participate in the tournament. But still, you shouldn't have done that to begin with.
In the first place.
No.
Now.
We're glad you corrected it, but you shouldn't have fucked it up in the first place.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, people.
Now, speaking of girls and video games, me and Grimm's favorite thing to watch. If you haven't checked out Ruby, I suggest you do. I highly suggest you check out Ruby. Season 2 starts up at the end of this month. But there was big news from Monty and the Rooster Teeth gang that they are developing a video game for Ruby. The trailer for the demo trailer for it went up a couple of days ago. It's pretty alpha. I ain't gonna lie. There's problems with it. It looks like Kingdom Hearts, how the playstyle is, how the menus are set up, and they only showed you playing as Ruby. So I want to see if there's more in-depth story with it.
Well, hold on, buddy.
Hmm?
That wasn't Rooster Teeth's trailer.
Who's that?
One of their 19-year-old fans made that.
Oh.
And that was a fan made. And that is where the video game idea came from. Unless I'm, Englishing really hard, I'm pretty sure it came from a 19-year-old fan. They saw it. They were like, Monty please guide your eyes with to this. What? And Monty was like, okay. Email him back.
Oh.
Get him in here.
Yeah. It's an 11-year-old
in here.
Texas.
Oh no, not 11-year-old. He's 19-year-old.
Oh, okay.
The studio is 11 years old.
Oh, sorry.
Man, you're Englishing harder than I am.
I am.
But
So bad.
That alpha stage was made by a 19-year-old by himself. By himself. Let me underline that phrase. And he is they put them on the seat to develop the game. I have a few fears. I mean, as does anyone who enjoys something and sees it becoming a video game. I'm hoping they put the correct amount of time and effort into it, and that it'll be amazing. But no, that alpha, no, that was a 19-year-old by himself, and that alone, that is beautiful. Good work, man. I can't do that. 2 + 2, 4. That's me. Mathematics. But you can sit there and apply to it and make art. That's awesome. I'm excited.
I am. I just wonder what it would be about. Like, is it going to be just a straight fighting game like that, or there's actually be story behind it?
Dude, it might have its own little story behind it. I mean, they gave it a name already.
Like Grim Eclipse.
Yeah, that's pretty saucy. Let's do it. I'm hoping it'll have some voice act work and some story behind it. But ultimately, it has just begun, development. So we've got some time before we hear anything from it.
And in the meantime, go watch season 2 when it comes out.
Ruby, man. If you've never seen it, go on YouTube and look up the Ruby trailers. Just look at the trailers, and from the trailers, decide whether or not you would like to watch it. They're really short, quick to watch.
Team Yang.
All right.
I'm sorry, the Yang's my favorite.
I know.
But what else? Speaking of more video games coming out, as you know, the creator from Mega Man, he left Capcom and he's developing a new character. The name of the new series is Mighty Number 9. It's going to be good regardless, but they're going to do an animated cartoon series for the game. The trailer got up. It's just Beck playing around. Beck's the main character's name. He looks like it's just pretty much another Mega Man, but a lot cooler in what he wants to do. And Beck's pretty awesome. And I'm waiting to hear from. I'm ready to see that. So excited for that, just because I want to know more about the character. So when I get this game, I can care about him more. And now, as of July 4th, this past Friday, Jael, do you want to talk about it? You want to lead into it? Because you were hyped, as like everyone else is from the 90s. Super hyped.
Mainichi Aranichi.
That's Sailor Moon. Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I guess. Well, just this past week, Americans. I don't know how long it's been available in Japan, but Americans were finally able to get their first taste of Sailor Moon Crystal, which is, to my understanding now, it's a rebooting or a retelling of the old traditional series. I believe it's so far is just going to be the portion that covers the Negaforce. We're talking Queen Beryl and so forth like that. I don't know if they're going into the other series that came afterward, but anyway, so it's been available. People have been watching it all over the net. It's still subtitled, I think.
It was simulcast, so it came out that day.
Was it? Okay.
It's a simulcast. We're getting it at the same time.
Mhm.
Okay. So I thought it was still like the usual. It'll be available in Japan a week or so, and then Americans will get their hands on it. I think so. I glanced on a headline. I didn't get to actually read it, but I do believe that they are already casting English voice actors for dubbing in the future.
They're working on it.
Mhm.
You know, a couple of names have already been announced, but I didn't catch who. Um. Okay, let's just go ahead straight to it. How many of us have watched it already?
Did or didn't?
Did. How many of us have watched it? We've all watched it.
Desu, bro.
That's right. That's Sailor Moon. That's just universal. It's a classic.
I straight up saw it. My little redhead friend was like, "Oh my God, Asian." That's what she calls me. I'm her only Asian friend. Not racist. I accept it. She's like, "You got to check it out," and I'm like, "It's not that good." Then she started playing it, and like the little '90s kid in me was strong. Like she started playing it, I was trying to keep composure, but then the little '90s kid was like. And it's a complete reboot. It's an art reboot, according to her, because she's read the Sailor Moon manga. It's much closer to the manga. It's sort of like what Full Metal Alchemist did when they went with the Brotherhood. And some distressing news.
It is gorgeous.
I hear that it is not a weekly anime.
No, it's
bi-monthly.
every 2.
Yeah, that got me a little bummed, but I understand they're trying to crank out this beautiful, high quality anime. So I'm gonna give them time.
The next episode is due out July 19th.
I'm just like you.
I have a problem.
You do
I have a problem with that.
Gluttony. That's your problem.
I need more.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to accept that we'll have to find other things to watch in between. I don't know.
Okay, my life.
Dude, speaking of other things, No Game No Life, SAO Season 2, if you're an SAO fan. Attack on Titan's supposed to be coming back eventually. I mean, I don't care for Attack on Titan, but it's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah,
I don't really care for SAO.
Some title called Space Dandy, I think, started back recently in Season 2 in America.
Oh my
First of all,
God.
you need to watch Space Dandy. I don't care what nobody says. Watch Space Dandy.
I have watched Space Dandy, and that's why I
Log
talk about it.
Horizon. Log Horizon's really good. It's coming back in the fall.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they already have 24 episodes out. Watch some other stuff. Keep an eye on Sailor Moon, and I don't know if you guys know, but I know, and I will share it with you.
Please share.
Following in the steps of Sailor Moon, the other '90s cartoon that I have watched for many, many years, Dragon Ball Z, is thinking about doing the same thing. I'm leaving that there. I'm leaving it. That's for you.
Okay,
I'm
I
scared to
have
go to
a
theaters to
reservation.
watch Battle of the Gods too. It's out in theaters. I think it's during this summertime.
Yep, because of how well that movie did, and they saw what Sailor Moon was doing. They're thinking about either rebooting the series in a similar fashion, or continuing the series. I do not know. I have not seen any actual articles that tell you which they prefer to do, but I'm waiting for it.
Because
I'm
they
waiting.
did reboot it beforehand with Dragon Ball Kai. They made it shorter, and they combined episodes and all that.
Oh, no, this is a full reboot, my man. They were talking about bringing Dragon Ball Z using new gen animation skills, and I'm just like, am I gonna have Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z? Like, am I going back to the '90s?
You can
Time
keep,
machine.
you can keep Dragon Ball. You can keep that. I just want Sailor Moon.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
I will say there
I
was one
understand.
thing about the Sailor Moon that I didn't like in the first episode, and I will have to deal with throughout this entire series.
What is it, you fool?
No, it's the transformation sequence. I don't like the CG cell. I don't like the cell shaded transformation sequence.
It
It looks-
looks more of like an out of time, out of dimension experience, though. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I
it-
thought was cool.
Everything else was fine. Like she even hit the pose correctly and everything.
Got the
It was
phrases.
It was just the damn sequence.
Yeah,
It was. I was like, it just felt weird and foreign.
It's because it's different. It's okay. Different does not always mean bad. Change is okay, Byron. You'll be okay.
No, I mean,
Another thing,
speaking.
kinda-
Look, I do like a couple of the things with the new, with what they did. especially with how they're doing the story this time. And first of all, Tuxedo Mask didn't run in and save her this time.
That's true.
According to my friend in the manga, he's like, he just shows up and just goes, "Hey," and then leaves.
I was gonna say, did he actually?
It's what he did. Hey.
Because I thought he did that for a while, where he like dropped a few hints, and then eventually he starts actually participating. I have to go back and rewatch the original series to get that straight. But another thing that kind of was the music, and maybe this is because I'm used to the music. That was only a translated soundtrack. I just wasn't feeling the music in that episode. Maybe, maybe it's because I was watching Sailor Moon back when all the anime music I listened to was whatever came with the American translations, and I wasn't listening to the original Japanese or something. But I don't know, the music just seemed a little off. I won't say off-putting, but it was just like it doesn't stick in my mind very well. So I don't know.
I'd say give it some time.
Yeah, and I will give it some time, and it may be something that sticks to me after a while, and then I'll just be like, oh yeah, and then I'll start doing karaoke contests with it and everything.
Although I do have to say one thing that I thought was great from like the original to this. Okay, take the original first episode. It basically had the same storyline, except in the original, it's one of those things of, okay, she just transformed and somehow she knows that there's some sort of problem. She somehow manages to find her way there. In the new one, she now has meatball sense.
Meatball sense.
That's the sound of the police.
Yeah, so, whatever. She brings justice.
What kind of sense?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely going to keep watching it.
Probably one of my most favorite lines. Oh, sorry, go on.
What I was going to ask was what the meatball sense, as he now calls it, was that in the original mangas? I have never, true confession, never read the original Sailor Moon manga stuff, so.
Neither
as
have I.
far as the manga, I'm not sure.
Okay. I was wondering maybe that was something in the manga.
It would make a lot of sense, though.
Yeah, because she feels the distress of people and can hear their voice and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like Spidey sense or the Force. You kind of know what's going on because you can kind of sense it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a disturbance in my hair.
It's like neural clips.
Yeah.
Except she can't pilot a mech.
I don't think I would want to see her pilot a mech. I would be very afraid.
Although it was funny as hell. Jen and I were sitting here watching it. She falls down the stairs at the not even 2 minutes in, and we're both like, better.
My thing was like, who wears a tuxedo in the middle of the day and walks off?
Jen was just saying the same thing.
It's like,
yeah, dude, just casually chilling in a tuxedo in the middle.
No, I've watched this entire series and I never made that correlation. That was just normal.
I want to point out that Tuxedo Mask is another Superman. Like, ready? Now I'm Superman. Now I'm Clark Kent. Tuxedo Mask is all like, now I'm Tuxedo Mask. No, I'm not. And me and my friend were making fun of that.
It's
all in good fun.
The top hat is the difference. It has to be. There you go. Yeah, put the top hat on.
Oh, can we not? Okay, I'm more excited, but I can't wait for he goes, oh, Alibaba. When he changes that from Tuxedo Mask to Alibaba. Moonlight Night. It's like, are you serious?
Tuxedo Mask, is that you? No.
No.
I am Tuxedo Genie.
Darian!
Okay, so it's funny that I mentioned neural clips because apparently Usagi and Masato have the same voice actress.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Well, now.
Oh, and back to the DBZ thing. Christina said she heard it wasn't a redo, but like new episodes or something for DBZ. Maybe they'll get rid of the GT thing and like it never happened, and just continue on after the Cell games or after Boo and keep going. And Battle of the Gods will come out August 6th, 7th, and 8th, if she's not mistaken.
And that's what, actually in American theaters or just
Yes.
DVD?
In-
Okay, actual
in
American.
theaters.
I'm gonna go watch it.
I'll have to go look and see if that's playing anywhere around North Carolina.
Probably not.
Yeah, of course. Well, no, there'll be like one showing in Charlotte or something like that.
Yeah, that's what
Ah.
Road trip.
Time to party.
Say it. What did you say, Sweet?
I read someone was playing in Burlington and Raleigh.
Oh, well, according to Vicky, apparently it's going to be playing in Burlington and Raleigh.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's not out of the way.
It is for Al Kamori.
That is in the zone. Okay, we'll just send her a bootleg copy.
We don't bootleg
No,
anything.
I know that. I know. No, we're not going to do that, Chase.
No, we'll just say that it's a bootleg copy, but send her a box full of bricks.
Brick break.
Oh, gosh.
We're horrible people.
Yeah, we are.
Just a box of the best thing gift in the world. A box of disappointment.
But I'm not gonna do the line. I'm not gonna do the line. I'm not gonna do the line. Anyway,
I think that's it, unless we have anything else to talk about.
Questions?
okay. The list is on the website of what theaters that are showing so far. They're literally all over. There is one even in Long Island. I was so surprised. That was from Christina.
Oh wow.
So wow. But yeah, Grim, going off of what you were saying, like, just, it's one of those, okay, I want to sit here, I want to kind of see it, just nice and composed, kind of this whole thing. It's like, I was cool, I was good, it started up, and then I just immediately start going.
I won't lie to you. When I watched it, I had all the English voices in my head just going about it because Molly, I'm sorry, Serena. I could think it was Luna, British lady, Molly, Brooklyn chick. That's all I could hear.
Yeah, that's going to be
And
another
Melvin.
too. That
Yeah.
Molly is now not a Jersey girl. Joyce.
Joyzy. All right, whatever.
Have you seen my brother Joey Wheeler?
Where's Joey at?
Joey at? She's Joey's sister.
Boom! Before she, lost her eyes.
Hey, let go of that. That's my pizza.
Headcanon. It exists. It happens.
Again.
Is that a Flygon?
Mhm. I got him for my birthday.
Hey,
Oh,
no wrong with
speaking of which, speaking of Pokemon, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, y'all.
Yep, they're getting bought.
Oh no, Flygon's getting a Mega Form.
Oh, is he now?
So is Sharpedo, and I'm excited.
Okay.
Oh, Sharpedo's getting one?
X
Oh.
and Y? No, in X and Y they nerfed the crap out of Flygon because he used to be my sweeper, and then it's like I get to X and Y and he's useless. Like somebody took a brick and threw it at his head.
I don't care. I want to make a Swampert in the remake because that dude looks.
When I saw Mega Swampert, all I could think of was you, Danny. It's just like hitting the gym, just.
I told you. It's not gonna be a gem that he mega evolves with. It's gonna be like Swampert learn back day or something, and he just turns into Mega.
You see, look, okay, so guess side Grim, and I thought about this. It's like, for what we do on the off days, with D&D and what. I was like,
Oh yeah.
I know he's having a field day with this.
Okay, guys, can I get in here and pause for just a moment?
Yeah.
Okay. We were just talking about the Battle of the Gods showings in America, right?
Mhm.
They have the Carmack 12 here in Greenville listed on their site as a location.
What?
I kid you not.
That
It's the
theater is
Carmack
ghetto.
12 with, yeah.
That theater is ghetto as hell, but I don't mind going.
Hey, you know
Still
what?
exists?
Yeah.
I thought that they would have killed that crap like as soon as I left.
No, it's still good.
It's still there.
It was
Yeah.
in pretty bad shape, and I left over 3 years ago.
Whoops.
No? Yeah, it's still chugging. Well, it's going to play on August the 5th at 7 p.m. in that theater. Got to go buy that ticket, or those tickets.
But what else? There's so many things that are coming out that I want to buy, like games wise and stuff. And as Graham and Jolly Yellow know, I swore up and down that I was not going to buy Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because what's the point of getting the game I've already played unless there's something new? And then they dropped the Megas on me, and I'm like,
Yup.
had to eat that big old bowl of Murkrows. No, no.
Eating Murkrow.
Yup.
Deal with
Yep.
Get a mega haunch crow. That'd be cool.
Stop that evilness. Don't nobody no.
Right? His feathers looking like a top hat.
What else? We got anything else we want to talk about or anything like that? Or
Any
do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns,
concerns?
requests? Why you make that face? It's creepy. Just get people away.
Oh, we stuck to the plan. Yeah. Trying to think. Anything else coming out? What was it? Did the new Transformers come out this past weekend or maybe weekend before last?
It was the weekend before July 4th, which also I will say this: Michael Bay does not care about haters. He actually did an interview with the paper and was like, "Well, how do you feel about all the people that hate your movies?" His exact response: "I don't care. It used to bother me a lot when I was first starting out with these movies, but now it doesn't really matter because guess what? You're going to go see it." So,
Wow. In your face, everyone else.
it's like,
those people are going to talk all that trash about my movie, but my movie's still going to make millions of dollars, but that ain't none of my business.
it made 11 million day one, opening day.
What I find funny is they were trying to fudge the numbers, say it had a 100 million opening.
Oh, so that wasn't true. Huh.
No, it was closer to like 95 million.
Oh, that's dishonest. That's still a 95. That's such a great opening weekend. Why would they? Never mind.
Because there hasn't been $100 million opening weekend yet this year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why I just went quiet.
So he was trying to make it, the studio was trying to make it better, and they got caught.
If they had waited, like maybe, because most of the time his movies come around July 4th that make the most money, which is that's his thing.
I'm gonna say,
Weekend movies are the best ones he does. He does good summer movies.
was there even a big movie that premiered on the 4th like the other day? Was there even a big movie by anyone
I don't even
that
know.
released? I don't even
I don't
think so.
pay attention to the movies much.
So, yeah.
I don't
you
either
know,
because it costs so damn much money.
Exactly.
Like a matinee is still $10.
Where we're at over down there.
Yeah.
And don't mess around and buy a ticket for a 3D version of a movie.
I refuse to buy 3D
No,
movie
even like
tickets.
a basic, you're still gonna pay $8.50 down here matinee, and then basic at night is like $11, and then
Ouch.
yeah, and then anything above basic I just don't bother with. Like I haven't seen a 3D version of a movie in like 4 years.
You haven't missed
The last movie that I went to go see was Days of Future Past. I missed Godzilla.
You
I'm
missed
mad about that.
Godzilla.
Yes, because I had to make a decision. I had to make sacrifices.
I have nightmares.
I made sacrifices to see Godzilla.
I couldn't find my card with my little gift card that I have full of money for movies. I
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
find
one
it.
to catch on DVD when it comes around in a few months. I'm sure that'll be on DVD.
I
before that.
ate the least edible shit they sold in Walmart just to be able to see it.
Struggle.
God, the struggle is real to see the King of Kaijus.
I like, oh my god. I skimped so hard.
I sacrificed to see you, King Kaiju.
Hey, I didn't know it was that serious. He's like, never mind.
Well, if that's the sacrifices we're willing to make just to go see it, you think we could get good remakes of all of them if we sacrifice Michael Bay to King Kaiju?
No.
But I think that will make an awesome explosion.
No, Bay explode. Just, I'm sorry. All I can picture is Michael Bay fighting Godzilla, like in Optimus armor.
I'm sorry, I cannot take Michael Bay seriously even after after the meltdown that he had at what was it, C2E2?
What happened at CTE? What happened? What happened with that?
To each it.
He
Oh.
was on stage like trying to describe what exactly he does. He was talking about like they were talking about like some sort of a new TV or something. And they were like, well, how much better is this going to make what you do? And he was trying to describe like what he did as a director and kept messing up what he was going to say and then just stormed off.
Oh, okay. I had to remember. So yes, I saw that.
And I'm just like, okay, really? You can't even tell us what you do?
I would have taken I make things explode. That would have been a viable answer.
Oh no.
Yeah, the prompter broke. That's what happened. His teleprompter broke. Okay, you're a director. You're supposed to know what your job title is.
Right.
You're supposed to know what you're supposed to do to people.
He
Don't
make
follow
movies.
You need a teleprompter for that?
He couldn't BS his way past a broken teleprompter for
No.
like 30
No,
seconds.
he went off stage, got him a pre pep talk from Megan Fox, and came back out.
No, he didn't even come back out. He was done.
Wow.
It was a good one then.
It was good.
It was one of them good pep up talks. Make you miss your entire presentation.
But I can't take him seriously after that, because if you can't describe what you try to do as a professional without a teleprompter, I'm sorry. No.
I won't lie. I still am going to go see Ninja Turtles. I don't really care. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to go see it. I need the Turtles in my life in some form or fashion. Like, don't say that, Vicky. I hear you.
Let's see.
Oh, no,
And-
she's talking about something else.
And that right there is exactly why Michael Bay was right.
I don't care.
You're gonna go see it regardless of how shitty it is.
I like the Turtles. That's why I'm going.
I'll wait for the DVD.
I'll go by myself.
I will wait 2 days after DVD.
I want to have the right to complain when it comes out. My soul hurts.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm willing to pay that much money just for
Who
right.
says I'm going open at night? Like, I'm not going open at night. And if I do, I'm going to go.
I'm still paying that price.
No,
You're
I'm
going
not. I'm
open
going to
at
go
night.
matinee. Like,
No,
12
you're
o'clock
going
in the
open at
afternoon.
night.
No, I'm not. I have to work. I always close. I can't go open at night. I'm always closed.
All right, old
You
people
know
say,
about work schedule. But if you have any other questions or whatnot, other than that, do we have anything else to say, or do we pay the bills?
I think that's pretty much about it. We've ranted on plenty of things, and yeah, so. But we'll go ahead and pay the bills. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already done it, please click the subscribe button down below us right here. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like us on Facebook if you haven't done that already. It's facebook.com/Omake Ikuze, all one word. If you have any questions, comments, ideas for future round robins, things that you want to share with us to see, what we rant about with it, send it to us at omake.ikuze@gmail.com. As Maverick was saying, some of us are going to get into gameplays, and you can watch those on the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/omake_ikuze_games. Yeah, I know it's long, but it works. Other than that, we hope you enjoy as usual. If you have been subscribed to us, you might notice that one of our videos is gone for the time being. I'm in the middle of taking care of that. But until next, let's see, what, 2 weeks from now? So the 20th.
Let's see. Today is the 6th.
Yes.
Yeah, so we should be back on July 20th with another show. So we will see you then. In the meantime, make sure to check our Facebook page because that's when we post stuff whenever we do gameplays. Because more often than not, they're kind of spontaneous as far as when we actually do them.
Unless you want us to play something specific, and then we'll make it work and do it.
Yeah. So, or it's something where 4 of us have to come together and, play co-op.
Yeah.
But until the 20th, until next time, or until you see us again on the Twitch channel, this has been Bishi.
Maverick.
Alkamori.
Jolly Yellow.
And Sizo Grim.
And thank you guys, and we will see you next time.